check. Check. K60USY, Delta Mike 06. Had the streaming radio on the wrong frequency. There we go. Now people should be able to hear us. K6U Fresno.
K6USY, KM6SR. Yep, I can never fool you. Is that better?
Yeah. It goes from not being able to hear you to being able to hear you. Yeah, no Mikey yet, so I don't know, you might be watching the news.
Or fell asleep in my nice easy chair. Yeah, I'm finishing my dinner right now. WA6AJ727.
Oh.
Good evening, Aaron and Rob. And good evening, Mike. How you doing? Doing well. I did talk to Ralph about 10 or 15 minutes earlier, so he needs to be checked in, and Bill does not have his amplifier connected tonight, so I had to check him in remotely with Ralph. Roger. Will Bill try here? We could probably hear him without his amp. I did tell him that, and I did everything but coerce him, so maybe he'll show up. Yeah, or maybe not. Who knows? Okay, we'll listen. KM6SR, finishing eating dinner. Roger.
Yeah, we're going to sit here and see if Hawaii's going to get taken out by a tsunami.
I haven't seen that yet. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, big earthquake in eastern Russia on the Ring of Fire, and most of us are on tsunami at the moment.
Well, that might be one reason Bill won't show up. He loves that kind of stuff.
Quake is at an 8.8, and then they keep having like 6.9, 6.3, 5.4, 5.7, 5.6, tons of aftershocks.
I'm sorry, what was the initial shot?
8.8.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and of course, depending on, the type of movement, either the ocean's going to move or it's not going to notice, and of course we don't know what the movement was at this point.
Is there any people in that area in Russia?
I think so. It's down on that peninsula that's north of Japan.
Okay. Wow, that's big.
Yeah, they're saying right now is at a depth of 20 kilometers, so it's a pretty deep one.
Well, the deeper the better, isn't it?
Well, and what you want a slip, because a slip fault doesn't produce tsunamis, because it's just the two plates moving past each other. But if you have a thrust earthquake, that will cause a tsunami.
Okay. What was the actual time? It just happened?
16:24 UTC. So the happened a couple hours ago, but of course it takes a couple hours for these things to move across the ocean. And of course there is a tsunami. It's going to hit Hawaii at high tide.
Supposed to hit her about 11:30.
7 Hawaii Standard Time, which I think is in a couple hours, because I think they're like 2 hours behind.
So, I mean, is it heading towards all of Hawaii, all the islands, or just a certain, just the big island?
Oh, all of the islands. It's a huge tsunami. It's coming from Russia. It's going to hit everything from Aleutian Islands, Alaska, down the coast of U.S., all the islands in the Pacific, including Hawaii. Over.
Okay, that's not good.
Was it 8.7, 8.8 earthquake?
Yeah, at 8.8, and we'll find out. Yeah, depending on the type of earthquake, it might not produce a tsunami at all, so we'll find out what happens.
Well, they're expecting a pretty big one. They want everybody above ground by 4 stories in Hawaii.
Yep, yeah, just as a precaution, they're saying it's possibly going to arrive at 7:10 Hawaii time, and that's right around when they're having high tide, so it's kind of the worst time for a tsunami wave to be coming in.
Yep. Okay, so who we have in here? Good evening to you, Mike. WA6AAJ, I got you, and I got 1179 and 1100, 1079, 1100, and who else is in here?
KM6SR 432.
There's Rob. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, Mike.
And check in Ralph, Mikey.
I got Ralph checked in. Thank you. Takes me about 3 milliseconds to write a 3. Is Bill here tonight?
He may be. He's without his amplifier. He's rearranging stuff, so if he shows up, it'll be on low power. And I said, well, you can at least check in. Mike will hear you.
Yeah, I'll hear him, but he should also, and you can do it too, is trying to work. I did talk to Ron on Sunday night, and he said he would be here pretty absolute sure that he would be here tonight in Atascadero there, so you guys can go over that way and give a yell. Over.
Okay, I'll do that.
Where were you today, Rob? Did you go to Larry's place?
Oops, sorry about that. I dropped the mic. No, I did some watering and stuff around here. Wasn't able to get out of here till about noon, and went down to work and gave him some consulting stuff I did for him on a project, and did errands, and ended up at Marcus's for an hour or so, and then came home. That's all I've been doing.
Well, kind of a useless nothing day, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's for darn sure.
Didn't get nothing done. Just mowed the lawn and plowed the back 40 and set the brush pile on fire, burned that down, got the dam built for the beavers in this coming winter, and otherwise I didn't do nothing.
Yep, we had 2 tree squirrels come into the watering hole, the bird bath this morning. And, of course, our big cat, the old senile one, she laid me a nice surprise on the floor there right next to the cat box.
That was nice. She didn't want to use the cat box. She says the cat box is dirty. You better clean it.
What's funny is I cleaned it in the morning at breakfast, and it was fine. And I came back, a couple hours later or so after I showered, after I watered the plants outside, and there was one pea spot in there that she never covers. And then there was my present out on the floor.
You see? Well, it's just like having little dogs here. The last thing that we did after Carolyn left, took the dogs. I was walking through the kitchen, and I stepped in a nice little pile of slippery stuff. Over.
Oh boy. Well, if she does that to me, I'll have a little piece of her hide. That's for darn sure.
Well, they were gone. I couldn't chastise them. Anyway, I let Judy clean it up. Wasn't that nice of me?
Yep, I've been making Candy do it, but she's not here right now, so I'm stuck.
Uh-oh.
But I did send her a nice little picture. I'm doing that every time now, so we got a record of it, and she can see how it happens all the time. And it was only an hour or two since I cleaned it, so I don't know what the hell this damn cat wants.
She wants softer tissue, you know, for the... Oh, my. Okay, Rob, Mike, you want to give Ron a call over there? WA6AAJ, you there? Where the hell did Mike go now?
I just got off the phone with Bill. He ain't showing up.
Oh, okay, so you got the duty.
I'll go work him.
Okay, well, we got done kibitzing here, so you can call Ron anytime.
Moving the antenna. You're probably going to hear me a lot more than you can hear Bill.
Oh, Bill's going to join us for a minute.
Set.
Hey, Mike, AJ was just saying that you'll probably hear him more than you would normally hear Bill when Bill talks to Ron over there. KM6SRR.
W6QUI, 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 WA6AAJ, over. Good evening, Ron. W6QUI, WA6AAJ. I'm checking you in. I can't get Bill out of his recliner, so he asked me to help out, and I'm checking you in. Over. 1055, roger that. Yeah, I'm not sure if Mike can hear me in this direction, so I got to swing back up the other way. All right, Ron, very good. W6QUI, WA6AJ. Oh, are you going to be on for tomorrow at 4:32, or?
Oh, I hear you fine, Mike.
Okay, you'll be on 2 meters, but not 4:32 this week. Okay, very good. If Mike didn't hear me, I'll relay that up. Okay, Ron, I say 73 to you, W6QUI, WA6AJ.
You might as well head right on up to Santa Cruz, Mike.
Roger, roger.
Somewhere around in this area, we're looking for a KW6 Sugar. KW6 Sugar who can't stay up past 9 o'clock and check into 6 meters with us, over.
6NYC, 610, and yeah, I'm here, but not here real strong here tonight yet. K6M1, KW6S.
Yeah, you're up and down like a yo-yo, but we've got you. KW6S, K6MYC. Make a little longer transmission. I'll see if I can figure out which direction you're coming from tonight, over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I was hearing W6PQL quite well here on kind of a bounce path from somewhere, because when I pointed to where he should have been, he wasn't there. So, yeah, things might be a little unusual tonight, but I'm here, and you're readable, although I tuned off of you just a little bit. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, well, I'm here, and I'm copying you, but your QSB is all over the place. The band is very, very unstable for some reason. Must have something to do with the tsunami that's coming in. Anyway, take a listen for Rob, and take a listen for Mike, WA6AAJ, Tom. KW6S, and then stand by for Mike down there, K6MYC.
KW6S, KW6S, WA6AAJ, over.
WA6AAJ, KW6S. Boy, you've got working really well tonight.
Yeah, you're pretty strong too. You definitely got the warble on you, like Mike was talking about. But your signal's strong. Over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you're doing real well here. I'm kind of wondering if when we get into darkness, it seems like the 1296 stuff's a little more stable when we get a little later in the year, and the time changes back. WA6AAJ, KW6S.
KW6S, WA6AAJ. Yep, very good, Tom. I'm going to turn it over to KM6SRR, Rob, and see if he can make copy with you. KW6S, WA6AAJ, over to Rob.
Yeah, I don't know if Tom's going to be able to hear me or not here. If he's running 600 watts, he probably won't, because my station's a little less than 600 right now. KW6S, KW6S, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. Over.
Over. You got him, Tom?
Boy,
I'm sorry, I keyed up on you. I'm not hearing him. Is he hearing me?
I have in my log that I've ever worked, Rob, on 1296. That doesn't seem right, but I don't see it in my log here anywhere. But not hearing anything here. KM6SRR, KW6S.
Okay, Rob, he says he's not sure if he ever worked you on 1296. Are you copying him at all?
No, nothing at all. I hear a little bit of noise, way down the noise, but I can't make out any words or anything.
Okay, it doesn't sound like either one of you are hearing each other, so. All right, Tom, he can't hear you either. No problem. We'll try again another night. KW6S, WA6AAJ, and back to net.
Okay. Quickly, WA6AAJ, KM6SRR. KW6S, good evening, Tom. I guess we stayed too late for you last night, and we didn't get you on 6 meters, but that's okay. Anyway, good evening, KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I just kind of forgot. I was working away on something here, and it told me it was going to take it another 2 hours to do what it needed to do on a hard drive. And I think I wandered in the other room and sat down and started watching TV. So my apologies. I probably was available, but I just slipped up and messed up. Anyway, I should be here tomorrow night on 2 and Thursday night on 432. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, no problem. And we didn't hear anything from Lee either. No signals from Lee, but I knew he still had company. Pretty sure he still had company. And I don't think, well, of course, we won't hear him tonight until he gets something up. This band, but we'll hear him tomorrow night. So we'll let you go, and we'll look for you tomorrow night, and continue on here. And don't forget about this weekend. A reminder for this weekend, starting at 7:30, we'll get on 222 and make noise, and then go to 1296 and then 432. Saturday starting 7:30 in the evening. Just about the time that the tsunami is going to hit Hawaii tonight. Over.
Oh, I missed out on knowing about that, so I'll research that a little bit, and I will try to remember to be on here Saturday evening, K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, well, they're predicting the tsunami will be hitting your shoreline about 11:30 local time, about 11:30 local. This was a big 8.8 earthquake off the coast of eastern Russia. It's got tsunami warnings all the way from the Aleutian Islands all the way down the coast of the United States and all of the islands in the Pacific, including Hawaii. Over.
Boy, I'll have to get ready for that because I'm only about 60 or 70 feet above sea level here.
Well, they said you should be in Hawaii. They're recommending to be at least on the 4th floor.
Okay, well, I haven't heard anything here, but I'll start digging into it now. K6MYC, KW6S, thanks for the update.
Yeah, well, it's big news if you have the radio, if you have the TV on, you would have heard it for sure. They've been covering it for several hours. That's a big deal because it's a huge earthquake, 8.8. And this one probably was a result of all the stress, the magnetic field stress coming from the sun. The sun's been acting up, as you know, and it does this kind of stuff. So, thank you, Mr. Soul. Hi. All right, 7-3, Tom, and we'll move up into the Bay Area and see if we've got propagation that's better than to you tonight. You're way down from normal. I went back and forth, and I can't find. There's about 4 little peaks, but nothing that really brings you up strong. 7-3, KW6 Sugar, K6MYC, going to the Bay Area. Okay, how about the Bay Area? KD6SOK, WB6JNN, W6PQL, KB6BA, WA6AXX. Anybody in the Bay Area? Copy. K6MYC, Bozo Net 1296.
WA6AXX.
Okay. Well, boy, you're weak too, Ed, so I must not be pointed right here, so let me fish around with the antenna a little bit. By the way, we did finally get a hold of Byers Eye Institute, and we have an appointment. It's just around the corner on October 29. Over.
Well, I hope you got on the waiting list for cancellations, and I hope you told them it was kind of urgent.
I'm on the cancellation list, but we did register for a standard appointment. The standard appointment is the soonest they can get me in is in Livermore, and it's on October 29 for Matt and I. Over. Did you copy that?
You're very weak. Here, let's see. Your antenna is looks like your antenna is pointed south of us, based on YouTube. Go ahead.
Well, it probably is because that's where I had to go. I had to go way south in order to get Tom tonight. So I thought you guys might be coming south also. I moved up on you. That should be a little better. Over.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, very good. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you told them that it was degrading noticeably every day, and that it was kind of urgent. Doesn't mean they could get you in, but perhaps. Go ahead.
Well, they were accommodating in that area, but they don't have any sympathy. Over.
Okay. Well, there's another eye institute at UC Davis. I called them, talked to them, but they are not taking any new patients at all. They have, they used to have 4 ophthalmologists, and now they're down to 2. They hope to hire more ophthalmologists in a year or so. So UC Davis is off, it's off the map. So
Yeah, so check in with buyers from time to time. They may have a cancellation, and if you're on the list, that's good. And in the meantime, the suggestion was to go in and see your ophthalmologist urgently and try to get like a pressure reading and stuff like that. Go ahead.
Well, I get a pressure reading and a visual test every time I go in. I think I've got something scheduled in, I think, late August or September. I can't remember. I could get a faster one, but don't seem to be anything going on that needs it other than just the second opinion. I'm just stunned that the more I read, and all three of the documents and sources that we've used so far, yours, the co-pilot thing, and Chat GBT that you used, and also Grok, all three of them indicate that there seems to be quite a relationship between low blood pressure and deterioration of the optic nerve. And the optic nerve can cause the same kind of vision loss that you have if you have a damaged retina. The retina, however, can be in perfect shape, but if the retina doesn't connect to the optic nerve and then to the brain, then same thing happens. So, but I say in the 30 years that I've gone in, I don't ever remember ever having them take my blood pressure. So it's a problem if you have low blood pressure. I don't have that problem, but they've never tested me. I'm now taking my blood pressure, and I will do so for quite regularly here for the next month or so. But I'm running about 114 to 121 over.
Yeah, the information was that if you overtreat high blood pressure, which results in maybe below normal blood pressure, so if you're overtreating hypertension, that's not good. And if you're taking blood pressure medication, since your blood pressure drops a little bit overnight naturally, if you take blood pressure medication, you don't want to take it at night because that exacerbates low blood pressure overnight. And so you want to take it in the morning. But if you're not treating high blood pressure, that's not an issue. According to that information. But yeah. So did you read about like the goggles? It's kind of weird. So goggles you can wear at night that create a slight vacuum, just a slight negative pressure, and that reduces the physical intraocular pressure on the eye. Did you read about that?
I didn't get the word. What do you put on at night?
Yeah, so one of the two breakthroughs was goggles that you wear at night, and they have a little bit of a suction effect, and so a little bit of negative air pressure around your eyes, and that reduces the intraocular pressure overnight. So you can get it down from, if you have high intraocular pressure of like 20, 22, 23, you can get it down to like 12 overnight, which relieves the physical pressure on the optic nerve at least for half the day or quarter of the day. But
yeah, well, about every time I'm in there, I'm in good shape. I think my IOP is quite adequate. It's not in a danger level at all. I'm well below 20, except for that one spike where with the left eye went to 50. That's corrected now with the laser surgery, and it came back down after the first week or two to 25, and then a couple of weeks later it was down in the high 19s, 18, 17, I think, and now it's back down around 15. I range every time I go in. I go anywhere between 12 and 15 or 16 over, so it's right where it should be according to my doctor. Over.
Are you using drops?
That?
Are you using eye drops?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Been using eye drops for 30 years.
Okay. All right. Well, if it's going to be a while before you get a buyer, it's just a suggestion to get back to your local ophthalmologist and just ask them about the goggles, ask them about anything. Just like press.
Also, they said something about elevated head. Elevate your head slightly, that helps. I just don't have an intraocular pressure problem according to my doctor. And I assume that he knows what he's doing in that department, if nothing else. I think he knows what he's doing anyway, but I'm just surprised that they never took my blood pressure. But maybe he knows that I'm nowhere near a 60. A 60 is where you really start to have serious trouble with blood pressures if you're down in the 60s, according to my other doctor friend up in Washington. So I'm way, way, way above that. I seldom, the lowest I've ever seen recently, and I am taking Super Beats, which lowers me. I was running about 140 a year ago, or a little more than a year ago, and with the Super Beats, I'm now down in the 120, 115 to 120 region. Over.
Okay. Well, the only thought is if it's going to take several weeks before you can get into buyers, then pester your local ophthalmologist for anything. Just pester them. Camp out there, whatever.
I was not inspired by the words I heard from buyers. They're going to take us in. It's just a new customer, a new patient. They're going to run us through all the normal stuff. I sparkle test, which they put you in a chamber and they have you click a clicker for every time you see a sparkling light. You look straight ahead at a focal point, and then you keep clicking, and that's why they plot the visual field. But they got other ways to do it. We don't do it anymore at my place. They have an instantaneous way. They take a picture of your eye, and they can get the same results, I think. But Byers is going to do the sparkle test both on me and on Matt. So that's done first, and then you go in later for the doctor's consultation. But they didn't indicate anything to be excited about in terms of new stuff or anything like that. It was very, very low key. The people that took the phone call, I tried on Monday. I couldn't get through it all. Their phones were broken, and they couldn't take any calls at all. Today I got through relatively quickly, and then I got halfway through an interview with one gentleman and got registered, and then it dumped me. So I had to go in again and restart that, but some of the information that he put in was saved, but it took a long time. I was on the phone with him for 2 hours. But again, I'm dealing with people that are just, they're just information takers, and they have their little chart in front of them, and they want to know this information and that information, and don't deviate, don't confuse me with the facts, Ed. Over.
Okay, well, they're a world-class organization, so that's what world-class medicine is like these days, but that's the best there is. So anyway, best of luck, and just try to be aggressive as you can. Anyway, that's it here, K6NYC, WA6AXX.
Just thought I'd fill you in there quickly, but no, your stuff was helpful, but I'm seeing, across the board, I'm seeing the same general information about blood pressure and activity. I just hadn't heard of the goggles. Was the goggles in your thing? Because we read through your 14-page thing that you sent. I don't think Judy mentioned that goggle thing.
Yeah, there were two breakthroughs in the last several years, last 2 or 3 years. That, and then they can implant a little titanium thingy that delivers constant eye drop medication. So if you're not good with the eye drops, then they can implant something that will give you a continuous stream of eye drops. But if you do those religiously, then it really won't help you very much.
Yeah, well, they also have 2 different things that could go in there for that control or help you control them. But again, I don't seem to have a problem with controlling the pressure. The only time the pressure ever got out of control was that one upshot up to 50, and then of course the laser surgery was right after that, took care of it very quickly, and it's back to normal now. So there we are. Okay, so anyway, that's where I'm at. I am taking magnesium. They did indicate that magnesium seems to be a big help with slowing things down, and I wasn't taking magnesium as part of my normal regimen of supplements, so I added that. So that's the only thing I found in the supplements that they suggested might be helpful. They also talk about ginkgo biloba, but it's dangerous because sometimes it can overdo what you want. So So I won't do any of that stuff until I hear it from the doctor. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate all your help. Really, really wonderful. Got me started on a new journey here. Hi. WA6AXX 773 K6MYC. Now looking for other checks in the Bay Area. KB6BA. Let me have some chatter from you. You're very, very weak, so I must not be pointed right. Let me see if I can find where your signal is. Go ahead, Oliver. Oliver, give me more chatter. I have you very, very weak, Oliver. Over.
Okay, much louder. Here's KB6B and Kilo Bravo 6 Bravo Alpha. Charlie Mike 97, I think. Your last transmission is much louder. And monitoring your discussion of the glaucoma. Hope you make progress on that. K6MYC, KB6B, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, there's nothing to do here. I'm on a urgent list, and I'm on the list for any cancellations that come up. And I've got it set up for both the appointment for my son, who also has the early stages of glaucoma. He has had no visual damage, and we're hoping that he never has the beginning of what I have. He will have, if everything goes according to plan, time-wise and stuff, they'll have solutions that will keep him from having visual damage before he actually incurs that. I've got the visual damage, and I'm deteriorating slowly, sometimes more rapidly than others, but it's a fairly slow deterioration. But I'm trying to keep it as slow as possible. That's the overall goal, Oliver. KB6A, thanks for your thoughts. K6MYC.
Yeah, I understand. Best wishes. Hope that technology advances and things get better. So I'm getting ready for a trip to the Midwest. And so I'll be out of town until about August 10th. So I just wanted to check in, and I hear Fred in there as well, and a couple others. K6MYC, KB6BF.
Yeah, well, when's your last check-in going to be, and how long are you going to be gone?
Leaving tomorrow morning, so I'll be gone until Sunday the 10th.
Okay, almost 2 weeks, or a better part of that, week and a half anyway. All right, well then we won't be panicked if we don't hear you. Thanks for that, Oliver, and thanks for checking in here tonight. Appreciate it. KB6BA, K6MYC. Now, maybe you can help me listen for anybody else that I'm missing, because signals are not really booming tonight on 1296 here from the Bay Area. KB6BA, K6MYC, listening for other check-ins for the 1296 Bozo Net.
K6KLY.
You're loud, so no trouble with you, Russ. Good evening, and thanks for checking in here, 111. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. You also got KB6BA in there right behind you. Just put me down there. 111, K6KLY.
We just did, Oliver, so we got Oliver ahead of you. And we got you in here as 111. Thanks much. And Judy says hi.
Hi, Judy. Look forward to seeing you in October.
Yeah, just about the time we leave to come up to the Eye Institute. We have an appointment on October 29, almost imminent, only 3 months away. Over.
Okay, I got you. No worries.
Okay. Anyway, good to hear you. Let's see if there's anybody else there you can help me with. Maybe Mike. I don't know. Sometimes I don't hear Mike well. Sometimes I do. K6MYC with the group in the Bay Area looking for any other check-ins. WB6JNN or KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie or anybody else. K6MYC Bozo Net.
K6MYC WB6JNN.
I hear you, Jim. You're not bodacious, but I might be able to find a better spot for you there. I got your 285. Go ahead.
Okay, well, it shows you is aimed below San Jose at the moment on the beam heading, but anyway, who knows? And you're not as strong as you're coming up on Russian. And anyway, if half of this corrected, but I don't know what you've done with calibrations on that thing. You can use crap here so you can pick up as necessary.
Then you go searching again.
This is where you're peaking at about the high 270 bracket, over. WB6JNN, you're peaking at high 270, over.
Yeah, 272 is what I see here, which is Santa Cruz. So I don't know what that means. But anyway, you're doing okay. You're fine. Anyway, good evening, and sorry to hear about the other problems, but maybe you'll be able to get in. Populous state, and you can't get an appointment with the doctor. What can I say? WB6JNN.
Yeah, well, whenever you get on the peak for you, you're going up and down about 10 dB every other second, so it makes copy difficult. You're up and down, you're very loud, knocking me off the chair, and then the voice goes to nothing. Monster QSB tonight on your signals, and everybody else has similar characteristics. Even Oliver was fading, which he never does most of the time. So it's a very odd night, and a different heading as well. The heading is different, and the characteristics of the band is different, so must be a weather change coming, and I think we are expecting warmer and warmer weather here, so that must be the weather change. Get ready for the tsunami. Put your boots on and wait for the wave, Jim. W6JNN, K6MYC.
K6MYC, WB6JNN line. I took the power into the transverter to see if it's still not showing the overload light, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, well, I'm about 200 feet, 280 feet up, so I think it'll be okay. If it's that bad, well, in the Bay Area, WB6JNN.
Okay, 7-3, Jim, and we'll see you tomorrow night under hopefully more stable conditions here. How about KT2G? We haven't heard Mark for 2 months now. I'm surprised that we haven't got him in here. I can't believe he's been traveling all this time. KT2G, Mark, are you around anywhere there? K6MYC. Nothing from him. How about W6 Papa Queen London? W6PQL. Jim, are you here? W6PQL, W6PQL, W6 Papa Queen London, W6PQL or KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC calling and listening. I hear somebody way down in there. Can anybody, Russ or anybody, can you tell me who that is? And are you copying that weak station and I can't hear?
Jim is talking to you. Do you hear him?
I can hear voice, but nothing readable.
Okay, Jim, yeah, Mikey says kind of hears you, but nothing readable. Is that correct, Mikey? Go ahead, Mikey.
Yeah, nothing readable. I can't even recognize his voice yet.
Okay, he says you can't even recognize your voice, Jim. Sorry. Oh well, consider yourself logged in, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm way above 300 now. He should be right about here. Anyway, I've got him logged in, Jim. Ed, tell him he's logged in. And I don't hear KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Any sign of Mike there, over?
Mike, kind of
hear you now. It's helpful to point the antenna this way. Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, okay. You're a little bit far south for me. If you go towards San Francisco a little bit more, it'll be a little better, but that's okay. I pointed at Steve down in Santa Barbara, which I did not hear tonight. So there's a negative on number 52. I wasn't pointed at you when you called. K6MYC, W6PQL.
W6PQL. No, it's you're coming in the normal spot, give or take. But when you're pointed away from me, I don't know where to point. Okay, no, too bad on Steve tonight. No problem. How about Mike over there? Have you heard anything from Mike? Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie.
Yeah, I haven't heard Mike yet. Have you?
No, that's why I'm asking. I'm missing two people, KT2G and KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, over.
Okay, well, KT2G I haven't heard in quite a long time. Well, let's take a quick listen for Mike up there in Daly City. Mike in Daly City, are you here? No, I don't think he's here, Mikey.
Okay, well, maybe he'll show up before the end of the net. Okay, very good, Jim. 7-3, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. I may come back after I go through Nevada. I may come back. I don't think there's going to be, well, I may have a little bit of propagation in Nevada, but I'm passing the peak right now. 7373, W6PQL, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Well, you're about 5 and 6 now, and it gets better as the night wears on. So whenever you come back, I'll have the radio on here. Proceed.
Okay, very good. See you in a bit. Let's see here. N6RO. I'm at a loss as to where to point, but I'm trying. N6RO, K6MYC.
N6RO, how copy?
Well, I'm going to try and find you if you give me your itinerary there for dinner, over.
Roger that. Just wanted to see if you could hear me at all. N6 Radio Oscar Bozo 835 and Charlie Mike 97, nights in California. And high temperature was 94, and that's what the temperature is in the shack right now, so I'm sort of suffering here. Too cheap to turn on the air conditioning. Dinner was that wonderful Alaskan halibut. I need to order some more. I'm running low. And asparagus and onions and mushrooms and so forth. So that's about it. Still, the eye is doing okay, but it's frustrating. I can't read the print on screens and cell phone very well. But time will fix it. N6RO.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm sorry you are still having trouble with the reading thing. That's really unusual. I'm not sure that they would have indicated to you that it was going to take that long before you could see well. I don't know if the doctor even mentioned that, but it seems to me it should be you should be not having that issue at this point. However, that's me. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, fine on your Alaskan halibut. I had ahi tuna, and it was wonderful, along with cauliflower rice and crusted sweet potato fries. Crusted sweet potato fries. Wonderful. So I haven't eaten it all. I just got started on the meal, and I had to race out here. So there you are. I'll let you go, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Ken, N6RO, K6MYC.
Yeah, fine. On the eye, the eye that was repaired, I have to put ointment in it, and the ointment stays, keeps the eye blurry for hours at a time. By this time of night, it finally clears up, and the other eye still has eye strain.
so it's just difficult to focus both eyes on the small print. But I can see the logging screen okay, so I can contest this coming weekend. We'll see you tomorrow in 6RO.
Okay, good. Well, it sounds like it's improving a little bit, but it just doesn't sound like it. It seems like it should be back to normal quicker. But I'm always impatient. 73, Ken, thank you. And 6RO, K6MYC going up toward Sacramento.
99.
90. See, I was pointing due north. I was pointing due north to get your signals. It's all screwed up tonight. When I peeked at you, you were fading all over the place. I'm past Sacramento already. Let me go back down here and listen for anybody I can hear. KB, well, I don't think he's going to be there. How about you, John, I should say, KR6MR, KR6MR, give me some chatter. K6MYC, over. Okay, KR6MR, I'm going to move along slowly until you respond. KR6MR, K6MYC, over. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC, calling and standing by. Over, over. KR6MR, K6MYC. KR6MR, K6MYC, over. Okay, going toward Nevada, looking for N7 Whiskey Tango, probably KE7UQL, KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London, KE7UQL, K6MYC, calling and listening. Maybe hearing a little bit of voice in there. Let's try it now. Here, KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London, K6MYC, calling and listening. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over, over. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over, over. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over, over. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London, K6MYC, over. Okay, Rob, I'm struggling tonight, boy. We got nothing here, and the band is, I may have this, something going on with this rotator. I'm getting people in all kinds of funny directions here tonight. KR6MR, K6MYC, I think I'm done.
Well, you're hearing a lot more than I am, Mike. KM6SR here.
Yeah, you want to make a count? I did log in 800. He was on the phone with Mike, and I just went ahead and logged him in. And he was there, but he just wasn't going to get on because of his low power situation.
Oh, you mean Bill?
Yeah, 800, Bill.
Yeah, he was on earlier with Mike when they talked to Ralph, so that's why I figured it'd be okay.
Yeah, okay.
I've got 16.
Okay, a little light, but we're missing a lot of people here. Okay, very good. I don't think we're going to get any more out of the Bay Area. Only one that we really should be able to hear if he was there was KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. I can give it one more try here. KB6WFC, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. Are you there tonight, Mike? KB6WFC, K6MYC. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC, over. KB6WFC, K6MYC. Okay, I got you way in the wrong direction. I got you clear down here at 270, but we've got you. Thank you very much for being there, Mike. We've been calling and calling. Thank you very much for 775. KB6WFC, K6MYC. We got him, Rob.
Yeah, roger on that. How about Paul? Is he gone on a vacation, 637?
Well, I don't hear Paul. I would have heard him on the direct path, and I was also pointed up towards Sacramento for quite a while, looking for KR6MR, and I didn't hear Paul either. So Paul may not be on tonight. We are missing Paul, though. That's an unusual one. But maybe when he got home, maybe 1296 wasn't working or something.
Yeah, this is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, now I'm hearing you pointed toward the Bay Area. Good evening, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. This is K6WIS Placerville, number 637. Yeah, your signal peaked up to a 5x5. Last time you were pointed towards the Bay Area, I was getting you best about a 4x1, and it was fading with deep QSB, over.
Yeah, very odd conditions tonight. I'm finding people all over the place. I'm working you on the low side at 270 something, and I had to go clear up to 360 to work N6RO, who's normally at 305. So it's just all scattered tonight. I don't know whether to believe the rotator or what. I'm just searching for signals and listening to signals rather than looking at the meter. Over.
Right, well, the direct path was not working at all for me, and neither for John, KR6MR. I could hear KR6MR at best a 4x1. Normally he's louder than that on the backscatter path, but conditions are just very poor tonight, Mike, over.
Okay. Well, to you, Rob, I'm going to put 759 in there because Paul heard him. So he was in here, but we just couldn't make the connection, but he was on. So we'll just chalk it up to a bad night of pointing by Mikey. So put 759 and 637 in there for the last two, Rob, over.
Okay, dokie, got him in.
Okay. So that'll be probably the final count unless somehow KT2G comes out of the woodwork there. 73 Mike, KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot Charlie, and 73 is you, Paul. We'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully under more stable conditions, and after the tsunami passes over us, over.
Roger, yes, we had a big 8.7 magnitude quake just offshore the Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia. And there was a precursor to that last week of magnitude 7 point something. So, yes, it might be a significant tsunami. It depends on the type of quake. I don't know what type of quake it is. If it was a subduction zone quake, then potential tsunami could be real. But anyway, we'll find out. There's a tsunami warning throughout the whole Pacific right now, from Guam Island all the way to San Francisco. So we'll find out. Anyway, 73 is K6 WIS.
Yeah, they're due to hit Hawaii at 10 o'clock, so, or 10 o'clock our time, I think somewhere around 7 to 7:30 it's due to hit Hawaii. So if you know what the local time is in Hawaii versus here, they're either 2 hours or 3 hours different from where we are. So that would be our first indicator that we've got a real wave coming, and then we're about 3 hours later. At 11 o'clock, they say 11:30 or so tonight, hitting the western shore here. Anyway, 7-3 for now, Paul. I'm going to get out of here, go back and have the rest of my dinner. I had to stop in the middle of dinner, so I haven't been able to finish my wonderful ahi tuna. So I'm anxious to get back to that. See you tomorrow night under better conditions, I hope. K6 Whiskey India Sugar with a pause for anybody else. K6 MYC. If you work John, tell him I got him checked in.
Okay, roger that. Thanks, Mike. I don't know if he's still on, but anyway, 73 is catch you tomorrow night. K6 WIS passable is clear.
73. Okay, I think that's it, Rob. Surprised that we got two more there.
Yep, well, it all adds up, huh?
Yes, it does. So we got, what, almost 20?
Yeah, I'm showing 19 now.
19. Okay, I'll write 19 in. Very good, and we'll see you tomorrow. What's your plan for tomorrow? You going over to Larry's or Marcus's?
I think I'll stay home tomorrow. Ken's not able to go over to Marcus's, and we're going to try going over there early Thursday morning. So I don't see driving down tomorrow just to do that. I do need to go to the store, but I guess I can add that in on Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to be a party pooper and stay home. Okay. Take care. Go clean up the cat poop, and we'll see you later. Good evening to you, Aaron, if you're still listening there. K6USY, K6MYC.
Yeah, Mike, I wasn't listening. What was your question?
I didn't have one. I just said thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, I'm watching the Hawaii stuff and was talking on another radio, and all of a sudden I heard my call sign.
That's okay. I didn't have anything except a good evening to you.
Okay, yeah, we're going to sit here and make sure Hawaii doesn't float away.
There you go. We got a few hours before that's going to happen. It's about 3-4 hours yet before it's going to hit Hawaii.
Hour and a half.
Oh, hour and a half from now. Okay.
Yeah, 10 p.m. our time is 7 o'clock their time.
Oh, okay. I guess it's, what is it, 8:30 already here?
Yes. Yeah, and when we're on daylight savings, it's a 3-hour difference to Hawaii. I think during the winter it's only 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I just didn't realize it was so late here. All right, I'm going. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks all. And it's even going to be warmer tomorrow. I got the air conditioning on here, and it's working, but nowhere near as good as it. Maybe cold yesterday, but tonight it's just barely keeping me cool. So big temperature difference today, at least at this hour. And we must be at least 90 outside or more. 7-3 guys, K6MYC pulling the switch. This is K6MYC and Delta Mike 07 running the 1296 Bozo Net and shutting her down for tonight.
Good night, Mike. 6 USY.
Good night.
Good night, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR. 73. I texted John, and he's over in Carmel till Friday.
Okay.